Hello, and welcome back to Small Reminders. Today I want to talk about something simple, something that takes only a few minutes but can mean more than we realize. Did you call your parents today? As we grow older, life gets busy. We have work, responsibilities, friends, plans, and problems of our own. Some of us move away from home, some move to another city, and some live in a completely different country from their families. Without realizing it, days can pass without speaking to the people who raised us. We tell ourselves, I'll call them tomorrow. Then tomorrow becomes next week. But while we're busy building our lives, our parents are growing older too. Allah says in the Quran, "And your Lord has decreed that you worship none but Him, and that you show kindness to your parents." Think about how important that is. Allah mentions kindness to our parents immediately after commanding us to worship Him alone. And taking care of your parents isn't always about money or buying expensive gifts when we fly back or visit them. Sometimes it's simply asking, "How are you? How was your day? Do you need anything?" Sometimes it's listening to the same story you've heard many times before. Sometimes it's staying on the phone for another 5 minutes. Even when you're busy, these things may feel small to us, but to our parents, they can mean everything. If you live far away from your family, distance can make it easy to become disconnected. You build a new routine and become busy with your own life. But distance doesn't have to mean absence. You may be thousands of kilometers away, but a phone call can still make someone feel close. When we were children, our parents checked whether we had eaten. They worried when we were sick. They asked when we would be home and whether we were safe. Perhaps it's our turn to ask those same questions. Allah says, "And lower to them the wing of humility out of mercy and say, 'My Lord, have mercy upon them as they raised me when I was small.'" There was a time when we couldn't do anything for ourselves. Someone fed us. Someone carried us. Someone stayed awake when we were sick. Someone worried about us when we didn't even understand what worry was. Of course, no family is perfect, and every relationship is different. Some relationships may be complicated, and healthy boundaries can sometimes be necessary. But wherever kindness is possible, choose kindness. And this reminder isn't only about parents. Remember your grandparents, your brothers and sisters, and the family members you haven't spoken to simply because life became busy. Sometimes we spend hours scrolling through the lives of people we don't even know while forgetting to check on the people who truly love us. We know what strangers are doing every day, but sometimes we don't know how our own mother or father is feeling. So after this episode ends, choose one person from your family, your mother, your father, your brother or sister, your grandparents, someone you love but haven't checked on recently, and call them. Not tomorrow, today. You don't need a reason, just say, "I wanted to hear your voice." You never know how much those simple words might mean. And if your parents have returned to Allah, continue remembering them. Make dua for them, give charity on their behalf, and ask Allah to forgive them and have mercy upon them. "My Lord, have mercy upon them as they raised me when I was small." Before we end, let's make a simple dua. O Allah, protect our parents and families. Bless them with health, peace, and lives filled with goodness. Forgive their shortcomings and reward them for every sacrifice they made for us. Help us treat them with kindness, patience, and love. And for those whose parents have returned to you, forgive them, have mercy upon them, and grant them the highest levels of paradise. Ameen. And before you continue with your day, maybe make that call. Peace be upon you, and thank you for listening to Small Reminders.